Steve and Judy are here for family portraits today. It's a wonderful tradition. It's good to have the whole family together after all they've been through. It's great to have them here.
Casey called herself a nerd, but she was just the coolest person in the world to me. She said that she was going to be a veterinarian when she was 4. She never changed her mind. She
knew exactly what she wanted to do.
As a child, she was a complete tomboy. Dirtiest kid in school. She came home. She was always very adventurous, very smart, always reading. Everything she did, she just excelled at.
When she was getting ready for her high school prom, Casey felt a lump on her back. It was just small, about pea size, but it was, you could see it. We weren't worried about it.
So it went from lab to lab to lab.
Turned out it was way more than just a cyst.
I wasn't expecting it. The doctor called me into his coffee room and he said, "My dear, it's a malignancy." And my knees buckled. I just, everything, I lost muscle control, and he held me up, and I remember looking at him and saying, "Is my daughter gonna die?" And he said, "We're gonna try to make that not happen." He said, "It's Ewing sarcoma. It's very, very aggressive." It was present before she was even a fetus. We knew it was really bad, but we didn't know how bad the treatment would be.
This isn't just, we're going to hit it with some radiation and it'll be gone, or this was going to be a life-threatening battle.
After the chemo would start flowing for about an hour, she'd get into a fetal position and she'd stay that way. About 8 days after, she was in the shower and I heard a scream, and I ran in, and she had almost all of her hair was in her hands, and she was panicking, and I just leaned into the shower, and I was getting soaking wet, and I just held her under the water. It was just frightening. It was as bad as you think it's going to be. It's 10 times worse.
Yes, it was time we thought she might lose her vision. All her organs were damaged in some way.
She was just so sick. We were talking about going to college and following our dreams and going to vet school, and I remember her telling me, "Mom, I don't even know if I'm going to have the strength." And then she said, "I'll be alone for the rest of my life." And I said, "What are you talking about? You're so beautiful. You're the most beautiful girl in the world." And she looked at me and she said, "Mom, who's going to want me? I'm damaged goods now." Tears just started rolling down my face. To hear her say that, it just broke my heart. It broke my heart. We always had a roommate. Anywhere from babies to 6, 7, 8 to 13. A lot of them were there without parents. A lot of them had amputations. It's just it's a world that you don't know exists until you get there.
It was a strange time. I tried to know what the kids were going through. I talked to them, but somehow this impacts their lives in a permanent way.
I think a lot of times as a kid I almost felt guilty for feeling sad. You know, it was my sister who was going through cancer treatment. She was the one in pain.
You know, people will come up and ask us about Casey. It really broadens your capacity to understand other people and really kind of step into their shoes. suffering. At the time, it doesn't feel like that it's going to actually turn out to be something that can be used for good.
Jake just went all the way, and he's going to be a doctor. He wouldn't mind being the one that cures something. Summer has raised thousands of dollars through her Relay for Life team, the Cancer Crushers.
It's gonna be okay. There are lots of people who care about you.
People would say, do you ever get mad because it happened to you? And her answer was, well, if it didn't happen to me, it would have happened to somebody else, so why not me?
I started realizing there was a lot of people out there to support you and help you. And I decided, at least, I'm going to do what I can to give back when this is over.
And hopefully, through foundations like the American Cancer Society, we can end this beast of cancer.
Well, she probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for ACS.
This happy ending wouldn't be possible without funding for cancer research. Support the American Cancer Society, save lives. Thank you.